Welcome to This Week in History. In 1929, Martin Luther King Jr. is born. Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy really doesn't need any explanation from me, but here are a couple of facts that I think are important to know. Anne Frank and Martin Luther King Jr. were both born in 1929. The atrocities they were both involved in seem like completely different eras in human history. Like, the people from one era couldn't possibly be contemporaries of people from the other, but they were. And although the course of history has taught us that Martin Luther King Jr. was right about his teachings and his ideas, at the time of his assassination, he had a 60% disapproval rating. I think it's important to know this and remind ourselves of this constantly. When we think about controversial issues that are going on in the world and progress that is trying to be made, think to yourself, am I for this or against this? And in either case, do I have good reasons? Or is it just based off of my own preferences and my own biases? If you want to be on the right side of history, then you have to challenge your own thoughts and ideas. Because many times, things that are unpopular are still just. In 1919, Prohibition is ratified by US Congress. In 1933, the 21st Amendment repealed Prohibition, making the 18th Amendment the only one in history to be completely repealed. In 2009, Barack Obama becomes the first person of color to be US president. And in 1793, King Louis XVI is beheaded at the guillotine during the height of the French Revolution. History is an enormous subject. Every single day of the year spans thousands of years of human history, and I can't possibly talk about everything that ever happened. I try to focus on events that changed history, not just events that were part of history, and occasionally I throw something in that I think is cool. But that doesn't mean that those other events aren't important. If you want to learn more about when important events occurred, look it up. You'll learn something new and you'll enjoy it. Stick around until the end of the video for a few special messages. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, click on the link in the description to visit my Patreon page or go to patreon.com/planetpeterson. Your support allows me to continue making videos and helps this channel grow in so many important ways. You can contribute for as little as 10 cents a day, and there are added benefits to being a Patreon member, including suggesting topics for future videos and early access to content, and several other things. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and click the bell so that you get notified when each video comes out. That way you can be one of the very first to see and comment on the video, which makes it way more likely that I will see it and be able to respond to you. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter by searching up Planet Peterson. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.